Well, if the massive sign behind me isn't enough, good morning from Ottawa, Canada. Now, if you're overseas, what you might not know about Ottawa is this is actually Canada's capital city. It's not Toronto or Vancouver, as so many of us are led to believe when we're growing up. We've got a day here to explore as much of the city as we can, so we better get cracking. Do you fancy a coffee, Josh?
Yes, I do.
Shock. Well, luckily for you, I've already earmarked a place for us to go that's got a little bit of a story about it, and it's an Ontario roastery, a roastery right here from Ottawa.
Perfect.
But before coffee, we remembered there were a few things we wanted to see in this area of the city first.
Now, I've read about this. This is called the Tin House, and at face value, it just looks like a piece of art they've stuck on the side of a building to make it look pretty. But apparently it actually used to advertise an old tinsmiths who used to be in the shop below it.
Interesting.
And they've just left it there. Having said that, I don't know quite what's going on in that. I've no words for whatever that is. It's two blue sheep, two people with a pole between their faces.
Maybe it's got a plaque on the other side.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe.
No plaque on the other side, but it's giving me Blue Man Group vibes. Now, I don't know why, but sometimes when you're researching to visit a new city, things just stick in your mind more than others. And one of the things for us that we really wanted to see when we come here was maman or maman. I don't know if we're French or English at this point. We're so close to the Ontario-Quebec border, I'm not sure what we're speaking right now. It's basically this huge metal spider sculpture that's right outside the National Gallery of Canada and opposite the Notre Basilica. And I don't know, we just love weird, quirky street art like this. It's really quite impressive. And you said you think it lights up at night?
Well, I think I can see lights. Well, there's lights all around in the floor.
So maybe it's just uplit.
Maybe.
If we get time, maybe we'll come back and look at it in the dark.
Yeah. I mean, I hate spiders, but it does look pretty cool.
I think you're fine with that one.
Yeah.
And then it starts moving. But while we're in this area, we might as well go and have a sneaky little look in the Notre Dame Basilica. It looks really impressive from the outside, and I think it's meant to be beautiful inside.
Is the roof silver? If you look to the right, is the roof silver? Or is that just my eyes playing with me?
On this bit here?
Yeah.
It looks silver. I don't know it's actually made of silver. Maybe we'll find out inside. So that's the bit of ceiling or roof that Josh was talking about. It definitely looks silver from the outside. I'm not sure what that would be made of. Although this sign does say it has splendid polychromy. Could it be polychromy, whatever that is?
Never heard of it before.
We'll Google it. Wow.
Wow, indeed.
I know I said that I'd read it was meant to be beautiful inside, but I don't think I was quite ready for just how impressive this was going to be in here.
It's just stunning. The colours, just everything. This is like...
I think the blue ceiling with the gold stars on it really sets off
nice touch.
Like the duller colours of the columns, and this intricate work at the end here is just unbelievable, really. It's wow. What a start to the day. Now, we've also just found out, thanks to the power of the Google, that the roof is actually made of a type of copper, which I wasn't expecting, because that's just not the colour I'd normally associate with copper.
No, me either.
Yeah, apparently it was an engineering masterpiece.
I mean,
I agree.
It looks great.
Yeah, it does. Thanks.
Not you.
And now we could make our way to that coffee shop.
And what's even better is, to get to the coffee shop, we've got to walk up these rather beautiful steps. We do love a set of steps that have artwork on them.
And it's also really nice to not see graffiti all over it.
Yeah, you have a point. Good morning, Canadian geese actually in Canada. We're used to seeing your cousins in London.
Although he looks like he's ready to come and get me.
He wants to come to the coffee shop with us.
Want coffee? Yeah? I don't know if it's just me, but they always remind me of the film Fly Away Home. So every time I see that, I just think of that. And
everything always reminds him of a movie, but luckily this time it's a nice one.
Yeah.
Well, we're seeing all the Canadian wildlife on our morning walk here in Ottawa. Josh is adamant he's just seen a chipmunk.
I've just Googled it, it was definitely a chipmunk. He was cute. He was only about this big.
I didn't see it.
He literally ran from there through into there.
Well, if you'd like to come back out again so I can have a look, maybe a selfie, that'd be great.
So cute.
Also, I've just noticed it wouldn't be us and visiting a city for the first time if one of the iconic buildings wasn't in scaffold, would it?
Well, sounds about right.
Maybe we'll get a better look of it from the other side later. Maybe there's not scaffolding all the way around. I would imagine they're doing one bit at a time. Okay, it's time for my first fun fact of the day. Well, I say fun, I'm not sure it's that fun.
They're always.
But it's a fact.
Okay.
And it's before coffee, so you should be extra impressed. That, behind you, is the very famous, very iconic landmark here in Ottawa, Chateau Laurier.
Okay.
My French will get better the longer we spend in this part of Canada, I'm sure. Probably not. Now, the person that commissioned that was called Charles Hayes, and he envisaged that it would form part of a luxury hotel chain across this part of the world, which it did and still does today. However, he never saw the hotel open because when he was visiting Europe, he decided that it would be fun to take the Titanic back.
Oh,
and
okay.
He didn't make it.
Right.
Isn't it weird how everywhere we go in the world, there's some connection to the Titanic?
Titanic, yeah.
I think that's why it grips people, that story, so much, because it's just literally everywhere you go, there's some connection. And that over there is where we are going for our coffee. That is Little Victory's Coffee Roasters. Now, it was started by two friends inspired by their travel experiences.
Oh, okay.
Which I kind of like.
Yep.
But it's a small independent Ottawa roastery, and everything's ethically sourced. So, you know, it's got a great story and hopefully it's got great vibes. It looks popular because there's quite a lot of people sat outside.
Which means it should be good, right?
Which means we're going to go and try it. So we've got our iced latte from Little Victories and we're sat outside with a very nice view of Chateau Laurier in the sunshine. Now this is probably the most expensive coffee we've had since we've been here in Canada at $5.30 each. But we're British and that's still cheap for us.
That's still really cheap.
So we're not complaining because this is a great way to start the day. So cheers to Little Victories and Ottawa.
Yep, you're going to like that.
Oh good, it's a good one.
It gives a good punch. I don't like a coffee that doesn't have a good punch.
It's a morning coffee.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's good. That's a good brew. Oh, and I've got Little Victories on the window behind me. What a shot. Right, coffee consumed, and now we've made our way up to Parliament Hill, probably the most iconic place here in Ottawa. Now, as you saw earlier, there is some of it in scaffolding and there is some crane work and stuff going on, but there's plenty of it not, so we're glad we're getting to see some of it. And I don't know about you, so far in Canada we've only visited Toronto and Niagara Falls. Toronto's obviously a very modern metropolitan city.
Yep.
This has got a very different vibe around this part. It almost feels like you're somewhere in Scandinavia. It's giving me Copenhagen vibes.
Yep,
with the green roofs and the shape of the buildings and everything. Yep. So a very different feel, very different look. Very popular place to take pictures. There's lots of people here doing that. It's home to the Houses of Parliament, which are right in front of us at the moment. So this is like Canada's version of our Westminster. Now you can take various different tours of all the government buildings and that if that sort of thing interests you. We're probably not going to do that today.
No.
It's also home to the Centennial Flame, which I was reading was actually lit to commemorate the 100th anniversary of the Confederation of Canada. And that's pretty cool, but it's got quite a strong smell.
It's a very strong smell. If you're in the wind, you'll probably get high.
You're probably not going to see this on the camera, but I have finally seen a chipmunk. He is on one of the rocks over here. He's probably going to run as soon as I get anywhere near him. They're a lot smaller than I anticipated. Hello, little fella. Are you Chip or Dale? Which one are you? Oh, I thought he'd be more scared. Oh, bye. Where's he gone?
Oh,
where's he gone? There he is. Oh.
I told you I saw a chipmunk.
You did.
I told you.
So we've made our way down to Richmond Point to get a really nice view along the Ottawa River. Ottawa on one side, Gatineau on the other side. You can also see the towers of the Notre Basilica from here, and we also get our first glimpse of the iconic library at the back of the Houses of Parliament, but hopefully we're going to get a bit of a closer look at that in a little while.
And don't forget an Instagram photo.
And yeah, and don't forget an Instagram photo. We've just been down on the beach for those. Now, we were going to take the river path behind Josh and walk back along that way. However, you may be able to see they're doing some construction over there at the minute, so it's closed.
That's unfortunate.
Means we're going to have to walk back the way we came, and it also means we're going to have to do a river cruise.
Fine by me.
Saves the old feet a little bit, doesn't it?
It does, you know, all these 30,000 steps a day.
Yeah, we done 33,000 steps in Toronto on our first day. We ain't doing that today. Well, with the help of a river cruise.
You'll be surprised. I still reckon we'll hit at least 20k.
Now apparently you can also pick up the hop on hop off aqua taxi from this dock down here as well. We haven't actually seen one of those yet, so I don't know how long we'd have to stand there, whether you have to call one, because when we went to Rotterdam you had to call it.
I was going to say, do you remember we was like, how do we do this?
You had to order it on an app, yeah. But if we're going to do a river cruise anyway, I feel like that's unnecessary. Now we've got about an hour and a half until the next available river cruise, which I've just booked tickets for online at about 50 Canadian per person, which isn't too bad. It is an hour tour after all, but as we've got some time to kill, this seems like the perfect opportunity to try our first ever Beavertail here in Canada. And I was reading last night, apparently they originate from the Ottawa region.
So it makes sense to have it here.
It just does make sense. So I think for our first one, we're just going to try the classic cinnamon, which so many Canadians have recommended that we need to try while we're here. So we're going to fulfill that recommendation right now.
You've twisted my arm.
Yeah, it didn't take much twisting. And this is where we're going to try one from here in Byward Market. Cute, I like it. Oh, of course, we need Instagram photos first. The goods have been acquired. Our first ever Beavertail here in Canada, the classic cinnamon sugar. I can smell it from here.
Let me tell you, it smells like fall, Christmas, everything. It's just amazing.
It smells like yummy goodness.
It does.
As you've been waiting so patiently since we've arrived in Canada to try it, I'm going to let you take the first bite.
Thank you. Why?
It's so good the wasps are after it.
Everywhere we go there's a wasp.
I thought wasps were a uniquely British thing, but apparently not. Oh, I've heard it buzzing. Oh my god. Right, let's devour it before the wasps try.
I don't really know what way to approach it, so I just bite into it. Let's just bite into it.
Yeah, just go on. Just stick your face in it. Get a load of that Beavertail.
Hang on, I feel like I need a little bit more. Hold on.
Oh.
That is heaven. It's not too overpowering either.
Not too sweet?
Not too sweet, not too overpowering, and very light.
My concern though, is it greasy?
A little bit.
Right, I'm going to attempt this from this angle. It looks like a naan bread. You know the way it bubbles and it's like airy?
Yeah, that's what my first bite was like, airy.
You're right, it's lighter than I expected. It's not that greasy. I'm a sucker for cinnamon, so I love that as well. I was a little bit worried because I don't like fried donuts. This is nothing like a fried donut. I like it. However, I think it needs a little something else. A little maple syrup or something else on top just to moisten it a little bit. It's a little dry, just the classic. For me, anyway.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I feel like the apple pie one or something else would be a lot better because there'll be more flavour.
There's Nutella banana.
Yeah.
The maple one I want to try, obviously.
That's the healthiest out of them all. So maybe that's why.
This one?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know any of them are that healthy, but it's lower in calories.
Wow.
This does feel like a proper, authentic Canadian experience, though, sitting here, chomping on a Beavertail, sat in these iconic chairs that you see all over Canada. All we need now is mountains and a lake, and it'd be perfect.
With more time to kill before our river cruise, we decided to check out one of the indoor sections of Byward Market. Located right in the heart of downtown and established in 1826, this district is one of Canada's oldest public markets. And as we searched for the loos, we saw this quirky art installation nodding to the market's past.
That's one thing I've noticed whilst we've been here in Ottawa. Every toilet I've gone to, you have to go up loads of stairs, round a corner, down a lobby, over here, up there, back there, and then once you're done, you have to find your way back.
It's a good job you're someone that doesn't get lost easy. This isn't too shabby of a place to sit in the sun for a little while.
It's perfect.
along the Rideau Canal with the Chateau Laurier right in front of us, clear blue skies, beautiful sunshine.
A light breeze, but a nice breeze.
Now we could have done a cruise on a boat along the canal, but we've chosen the river cruise instead, just because we feel like we're going to see more of what we want to see doing that. And what's really difficult to imagine as we sit here in September in the warmth of the Canadian sunshine is that in a few months' time this canal could be frozen over, and when it does, locals and tourists alike don a pair of skates and skate on the canal.
That sounds pretty cool.
It does sound really cool, doesn't it? We're really enjoying seeing Canada and Ottawa in this beautiful weather. Something's drawing me back in winter though. Already I'm like, I want to see this covered in snow. I want to see this frozen over. I want to skate on that bloody canal.
Are we going to enjoy the cold though?
Pros and cons.
I know we're from the UK, but
there's a different level of cold.
10 times worse.
Yeah, we'd get over it. Well, as we wait for Paula D to be ready for us to board and take our cruise on the Ottawa River, we thought we'd have a little bit of a walk down part of the river path. Obviously we couldn't get onto it the other end earlier, and this is where we have to pick the boat up from anyway. And it's really nice down here alongside the river.
It's really relaxing. You're just walking along, looking,
forgetting that you're actually in a capital city.
In Canada.
It's just mad, isn't it? I mean, I feel like the walking around the locks and all of that sort of thing was a very British thing to do, so it's a little bit surreal at the moment. Okay, so after our boat cruise, our plan is to go over to the other side of the river to the Canadian History Museum. We were debating walking the bridge, but we did see that you can get the water taxi over there as well. If that little tiki taxi is the water taxi, we are definitely getting it one way or the other.
I was going to sing the song then. 100%. One way or another.
Okay, yeah, that's enough.
I'm gonna get you.
No, that's enough. No more Beavertails if you keep singing. But maybe we'll walk over and get that back.
I like your thinking.
Well, it looks to me like that tiki boat is actually like a floating bar. So I'll be very surprised if that's the hop-on, hop-off water taxi.
It would have been cool though. I really want a
lei?
Lei.
Yeah, they're all wearing leis.
That'd be cool.
So we're on board. I'm sat here thinking this is going to be a really nice cruise down the Ottawa River. I'm also sat here thinking, did we book the wrong cruise? Because that tiki boat is a cruise, like a river cruise tour, where you sit around the tiki bar in the middle.
It looks fun and I still want a lei.
I feel like we're going to see everything we want to see on this though. I also think we are definitely the youngest people on board.
Yeah.
Having said that, they are playing a bit of MJ while we're waiting to go. We'll make it a party.
Getting out on the water is often one of the best ways to see and learn about a new city, and Ottawa is no exception, as you get to pass by the iconic skyline of Parliament Hill. You also get to pass under Alexandra Bridge, but we'll get a closer look at that later when we walk over it. And then it's on to Rideau Falls, which despite its look is natural, but is now used to generate hydroelectric power.
Well, we are done with our boat cruise down the Ottawa River. I quite enjoyed that. It was quite peaceful and relaxing. We got to see lots of things that we probably otherwise wouldn't have seen, and a bit of information overload.
I don't feel like I would want to do it again.
I don't feel like you'd need to do it again. Next time we'd be doing the tiki bar.
Yeah, I don't think it's £25 each worth it.
No, I mean,
but it's nice to see everything.
The tour guide was good. It was good commentary. We got to see everything. Yeah, by the time we'd picked up at Gatineau and everything, it was quite short. And the picture showed the boat going straight for the Rideau Falls, and you get to see it. That didn't happen.
Yes, that was a little bit misleading.
Niagara ain't. But I still enjoyed it, and on a day like today, it was quite nice cruising along the river. Although on the way back, it was a little chilly.
Yeah.
One of the best things though is, on the way back it stops at Gatineau first, so we've got off here. So we've now actually set foot in Quebec province for the first time, and we're looking back over at the city of Ottawa. We're actually now in Gatineau, which is really good for us because, as we said earlier, we want to go to the Canadian Museum of History, which is on this side of the river, and now we don't have to get another water taxi or anything over.
No.
This boat just drops us off here.
So we just agreed we're going to go there and we're going to walk back.
Yeah.
That wasn't me.
Seems unnecessary. Oh, and just as we walk this way, the Amphibius is coming down to come into the water. We saw this going around on the river while we were on the boat. Sure. Is he warning him there's people with dogs? Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe. This is a hard no from us. Not an amphibious vehicle.
I mean, it would be interesting to do, but it's not something, I don't know, I feel like it's just going to
We've done amphicars before. This to me just doesn't look like it should float.
No.
And when it was going around the river earlier, it looked like it was struggling. I'm assuming he's having to do something to adapt it, is he?
It's either that or he's waiting for the boat to go.
Oh, maybe.
We just got off.
Whoa. Oh.
Down and welcome to the Ottawa River.
Oh no, I don't know how I feel about that. Let's go and do the museum instead.
I don't know, it looks quite fun actually. The going in looks fun.
I don't know, he went in with less grace than I expected. And it stinks. It stinks.
You stink, but I have to put up with you all day.
Wow, that's a pretty impressive view back across to Ottawa. Parliament, Chateau Laurier, Rideau Canal.
I like it.
Not too shabby, is it?
Not too shabby.
But this is next on our to-do list, the Canadian Museum of History. Now, there's a lot of museums in Ottawa and Gatineau.
Yep.
At least 7 major ones, I think, including the Art Gallery of Canada as well. But this is right up our street because I believe there's a lot of Indigenous exhibits in there, including totem poles and things like that, which I think would be fascinating for us to see.
We like that kind of stuff.
Also, how impressive are these buildings? Look at them. Beautiful.
Let's go. What kind of sneeze was that?
That ruined the shot.
That ruined the shot, but I hope you've enjoyed that because I did.
Okay, this is a pretty impressive entrance hall for a museum.
I agree.
Those totem
Totem poles.
are huge.
They are.
It's the sneeze that's thrown me right off. Oh my gosh, there is a lot of stamps in here. Fun fact, I used to collect stamps when I was younger.
Interesting.
Star Trek, is that Freddy Krueger? What's that? Are they horror movies?
I think so.
Oh look, pussycats. Oh yes, there's a Shania Twain stamp. They've also got a display of original Olympic torches. This red one is from the 1976 Games in Montreal, Canada, but this silver one is from the 1948 Olympics in London. I think that was the first Olympics after the Second World War. I'm starting to think we've underestimated the size of this museum.
Yeah, I didn't think we'll be in here for that long, but we are. But I'm not mad about it because I actually really like it in here.
It looks big from the outside, but
Yeah.
we haven't left the ground floor yet.
No. I'm fine with that.
Oop, face direction of travel.
Whoops.
Tells you to look up and not look forward. This seems like a more stable, safer vantage point.
Don't know how I feel, but as soon as I look up, I'm a bit like,
This is what we're trying to look up at. How amazing is that? That is incredible.
Cool.
Now these totem poles look tall when you're stood at the bottom of them looking up, but I think you can really appreciate how high some of these are when you're up at the level of the top of them looking down.
I don't want to look down.
I didn't mean right at the floor, I meant at the totem pole. And if you can see among our reflections, this is an image of people skating on the Rideau Canal when it's frozen over, like I said earlier.
I think it'd be quite fun to do. Do you reckon they could skate down to the...
No, I don't think they go over the locks, no. Ontario, it's a very catchy tune.
I was going to say, it's very catchy. I'm a bit just like... Don't need to see the rest of the museum.
Now, we're not normally ones to spend forever and for always wandering a museum, because normally that don't impress me much, and if you get both of those references, then top marks to you. But that museum was huge and it was really well done. There was so much in there to see. There's no way we were going to see all of that in the time we had available, because I don't know about you, all that culture has made me hungry.
Yes, I'm starving. We haven't actually eaten that much today.
We haven't.
The Beavertail and the breakfast at our hotel.
At our hotel, yeah. So now we're going to have to cross the Alexandra Bridge on foot, back over to Ottawa, and we have a place in mind to go and eat, and also I could do with a beer, so we're going to come and get you good. We're going to get you good. And anyway, that's enough Shania references. Now, when we stood and looked at that bridge earlier, we thought it looked like a really long way across and that it was going to take us ages to walk from one end to the other. It was going to be really windy. It was none of those things. It's taken us about 5 minutes to walk over.
It was actually really pleasant.
It
just
was.
Walking along, enjoying the views, you just like...
I will say, though, the car's going, oh, it's that bloody Amphibius again. It's haunting us. And what I was going to say is, the cars going over that bridge actually make quite a haunting noise.
Yeah, it goes... Oh.
It sounds like they're screaming. And this is where we shall dine and drink beer. Lowertown Brewery. It is a local Ottawa brewery. Ka-ching.
Ka-ching, ka-ching. There's going to be food, obviously.
And I promise that's definitely the last Shania reference now as well.
Now it turns out Thursdays are open mic nights, and it just happened to be Thursday. This is me resisting the urge to come back later and annihilate a Shania song.
So we've gone for one of their craft brews on tap. This is El Camino, apparently a light lager. Oh yeah, that's good. That's really easy to drink. That's dangerous.
Is it good that I could like?
You're going to like this one, definitely. So cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, don't leave me hanging.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh yeah, that's so easy to drink. I see what you mean. Easy peasy.
Another 4 each, please.
No, let's not go crazy.
Oh yes, I'm starving. I've got the chicken bacon club, which looks really nice.
I've decided to go for the pulled pork. It looks really nice. It smells incredible.
And then to be a little healthy, we've got a Caesar salad with Josh's and fries with mine, and we're going to swippy swap halfy-halfy.
Balance it out a little bit.
Yeah, it's a bit balanced.
Well, we had no real expectations of Ottawa before we arrived, and our time has been quite brief, but we did find out before we came that apparently this has a reputation of being Canada's most boring city. Well, bored we weren't yesterday, even if we did pick the wrong river cruise. We had a really good day exploring Ottawa. The weather definitely helped, but we are moving on now, and if you want to see the next video, Montreal will be over here as soon as it's available. We're really looking forward to that one. Otherwise, in the meantime, why not join us at Niagara Falls, which was the experience of a lifetime. We will see you over in one of those.